And here we are again. This is HWH Season 13, and I have myself the Rapid Launch and Loop set, all set up and ready to go, and even with a few cars here. A good 15 have been tested so far, which were of course leftover contenders from my famous 100 cars video. If you might remember, which that I basically whittled down, 120 cars, groups of 60, then groups of 30, then groups of 15 each, and so on and so forth, until I reached one particular winner. Well, this of course was what left behind from part one of that competition. 60 cars I've gotten in total, but just take a look at what I have left. Yeah, quite a lot to work with. So, how can the other 45 do here? And more importantly, what other success can we see apart from these four right here? The success of the MPP section is crazy, but something tells me this part here might be even more incredible. So let's get started. And so, let's go ahead and crank it up. Nice and tight. Now we're pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna start things off with this classic 72 Stingray convertible. Oh, only one lap? There we go. And three? Oh, 3 laps. Well, let's try one more time. Well, I mean, a good 3 laps is still a pretty good way to go here. I mean, it's not exactly like what we got with the T-Rex transporter and all, but 3 laps is still pretty good. Now we're gonna move on to the Land Rover Series 2, which is another classic that some people might not know too well about, but hey, Mattel was able to provide us with this. Oof, and that noise it makes with those off-road tires. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, lap 2. Oh, it only made 2 laps. Well, I mean, 2 laps I guess you could say is a lot better than what we got beforehand. Well, let's try and get the row situated. That way we can get laps 2. There we go. So, now let's go ahead and move on to the tuned fire engine known as Backdrafter. I know this one's not going to do very well. I mean, look at that. It's a pretty toony design, front and back. It's sort of like the opposite of a lowrider, in which that instead of rising up, it's facing downwards like this. But anyways, let's try it out. Oh, well. I mean, I made 1 lap, but it just happened to fly right over the trigger without triggering the flywheel. But let's try again. That was kind of on me there. Now that was not so good. One more time. Yeah. I guess operating with models like this just don't end too well in the end. Okay. I mean, 1 lap is still pretty good, even if that's all it gets today. A lot better than I expected. Well, that's it. 1 lap for Backdrafter. A lot better than I would have expected. Now let's go ahead and get some yellow into the group here with Flight 03. Unfortunately, the yellow on this has been fading for some reason. I don't know if it's a natural thing with some models, but let's see how it does here. Wow, not even a full lap around? Well, okay. Let's try once more. And that, I guess, wraps things up. Flight 03 Didn't really have many expectations, but I guess I gotta raise some nowadays. Let's go ahead and move on to Drone Duty, which is, in fact, it's supposed to be a good model at least. And just look at this. It's got a unique flat body. It could work in the boosters if I had some here, but we're just working with this sort of flywheel system. Oh, well, I mean, 2 laps is still pretty good. Not great, but it does hold up. Three. Oh, well, didn't quite get up to 5. That's still pretty good though. I mean, T-Rex Transporter is now gonna be, well, no longer alone. If Drone Duty doesn't get past 4 laps, then it's going up there with T-Rex Transporter. Okay, well, normally 3 laps would mean going up against the Corvettes, but T-Rex Transporter and Drone Duty each have 4 laps now, which is really good. Not as quite as good as the MVPs, but still. Now we're gonna move on to the 2004 Batmobile. At least that's how I refer to this. Oh, man, a Batmobile ends up getting stuck. Of all models I could have used here. Oh, 1 lap. That's more like it. Well, I guess that's just all it wants to do for today. Now we're gonna go with Altered Ego, which is a model that I've had on the channel for a pretty long time. And as you can tell, it's probably not gonna be very optimal for a set like this, but we're just gonna see how it does for today. Well, I guess that didn't work so well. Let's try going backwards though. Well, there we go. We're kind of getting there, but didn't really make a full lap. So, let's try again. Oh, yeah, 1 lap, there you go. That's how we do it. Let's try it, yeah. I guess that's it for Altered Ego today. And now we're gonna move on to another model that might not do so well. We have Super Tuned. This is a pretty good classic model, mostly made for styles and not so much as for performance. You could tell because of a lot of low profile areas, it sits very low to the ground. As a result, it might not yield good performance today, but let's try it out anyway. Well, I made the loop, but only barely. Okay, last shot. Yeah. Lots of losers today. But hey, we still have a good chance here for some victories. Apart from what we got with Drone Duty and Land Rover, let's try out Hypertruck. It's got a very similar build to what Reverb has. Body style wise, it's almost a copy, minus the addition of a bed. Let's just see how it does today. Okay, MVP material here as it keeps going. Oh yeah, flops out of there, but too bad. You're gonna be joining these guys today. So now we have a 5th car in the MVP program. Well, for our next model, let's go ahead and put in a little guy known as Mighty K. This was not very recent either, but much more than most of the others so far. Oh, wow. 3 laps. Oh man, it's getting to the MVPs. Oh, okay. Well, isn't that a sight? Just when you think it wouldn't do so well. Well, apparently it does. So, that's pretty nice and all that. So, here we go. Now in total, we have 6 cars in the likes of the MVP section. With everybody else, they have their own results. So, I'm pretty astonished for how things have been rolling so far. But we're still not done yet for today's part. We're gonna do a few more models, and among them, we're gonna work with Geoterra. This is a really good model that I have here. Quite a more of an exploration type vehicle, kind of like something you'd see in Mass Effect. But how is it gonna do in a competition like this? Time to find out. Oh, only 1 lap? You gotta do better than that. There you go. Well, 3 laps. So, looks like the Corvette and Geoterra have 2 laps, while everybody else has their own distinct records here. Now we're gonna go with, get this, yet another X Accelerators model. This one, of course, was part of the Silencers team, and this model is known as Excellium. How is it gonna do for today, though? Three laps, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wow, there you go. I mean, the max cap out is going to be a 10, but basically anybody that gets past 7 will be put in the MVP section. So that's basically what it is. We now have ourselves 7 models that are in the MVP section. And now what we're going to do is work with Street Creeper, which I know is going to do a good job on this layout just as well. This kind of body design might be a little distinct, but still, its performance more than makes up for it. Here we go. Oh, only 1 lap this time. Now that's definitely not a good way to go here. Gotta try better than that. Or not. Okay. Maybe we'll try backwards just to be safe. Well, I guess 1 lap is basically all it intends to do here. With 3 new additions to the MVP crew, 3 more contenders on this side, and some more on this side, we got 2 more models to go. Let's just see who can also get into a higher scoring. And for that, what we're gonna do is work with a model that might not do well here, but Raging Express could actually turn the tide here. Every model has a likelihood of doing a good job here. Or maybe the complete opposite. I guess that's basically all it's going to do for today. We'll make a little more room up here, since I know there's going to be way more than just the amount of losers that have come up today. For the last model, let's go ahead and bring in Forward Force. Not exactly sure how this will hold up, but let's find out. Yeah, didn't quite make 2 laps, but let's try again. Oh, it keeps colliding in the intersection. Something I have seen before. Well, 2 laps. Still pretty good here. With that in mind, we have ourselves another 15 contenders. With 3 ending up on this side, another 3 ending up in the MVP section, and everybody else unfortunately getting mixed results from medium to low end. It's a bit hard to tell exactly how this is going to arrange based on the next 2 parts that I plan on uploading later on. So we're just going to have to see how parts 3 and 4 roll. And for now, with 30 more contenders waiting to be tested out here, we're going to have to find out, how does this competition roll out for the remaining contenders? Until next time, this is Jade Nowak, and I'm signing off for now.